Are you tired of the limitations and overwhelming responsibilities that come with running a real estate team or brokerage? If this is you and you're ready to call it quits and throw in the towel, don't do that just yet. Watch all of this video today and listen to everything that I'm going to share with you, because I'm going to talk about why so many real estate teams and brokerages are bringing their brand over to eXp and partnering with me inside the Agent Wolfpack while transforming their business, skyrocketing their production, and increasing their agent count. I'm also going to share with you how you can amplify your brand, alleviate workload and stress, all while unlocking precedented growth. And if you want to learn more, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you'd like to partner with me and get all of my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today we're talking about real estate teams and brokerages and why they're coming kind of in the masses over to eXp. Nobody is going to deny this is a tough market, especially for team leaders and broker owners. Not only is it still very tough to kind of generate leads, especially with what is happening with Zillow leads and all the flex programs that they have that they're transitioning. And some people are losing the only lead source that they had for their teams. And so team leaders and brokerages are scrambling on how to give leads to their agents as well. And if this is you, you're overwhelmed by the costs and all the responsibilities that you've gotten yourself into, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what I want to talk about today. You know, when I first got my license, one of the things that I told my spouse when we got into real estate was, if we're going to do this, I don't want to be like every other real estate agent getting into the business where they're self-employed, they don't make a deal, they don't make money. I want to be like the marketing company we have, everything else we do, it is a business. So that way, if we take time off or something happens, we are still making money and the business runs. So a lot of agents are their business. And that's probably why you got into being a team leader or a broker owner, is that you wanted to have that freedom. You wanted to have that kind of be your own boss and that flexibility and have a true business. But we quickly found out after talking to broker owners, especially smaller brokerages, it's overwhelming, it's stressful. They're spending $250,000 or more a year just to keep the brokerage open. They're working more than they ever thought they would. And on top of that, when you're a broker owner, you've got to provide resources and trainings. And I've talked to a lot of broker owners and team members that they just can't afford to give them a CRM and keep up with all this tech like a brokerage like eXp or other brokerages can do. And so that puts you in a real tough spot that you no longer have a value stack that you can compete with other people. And if this is you, you're finding yourself in this boat, you know, that's okay. I recently talked to another small brokerage in Iowa, and one reason that she was wanting to come over is because she's losing a lot of deals. She likes being an agent, and she was losing a lot of deals because she wasn't able to follow up, because she was spending time signing off on paperwork, you know, trying to learn all this tech stuff. Even though she had assistants, then she was managing her escrow account and the trust accounts and all of those things. And so it became overwhelming, and she realized how much business she was losing, that she really needed that money to be able to keep her physical office open. So if you find yourself in this boat, you're just overwhelmed, you're stressed out, you're financially strapped, you've got agents that are thinking about leaving, you're having retention problems, this video is for you today. I just want to get down to the facts. I don't want to kind of, you know, sugarcoat anything. I just want to show you the basic facts of why people are coming over and why they're partnering with me inside the Agent Wolfpack, not only to get all those amazing resources, but I do something that nobody else is doing, especially at eXp. I guarantee you, I have one of the best value stacks in all of eXp, or that any brokerage can offer you, based on how I partnered myself with people and the strategic moves that I've made. And I want to share all of that with you. And we'll talk about all those amazing resources at the end. But I kind of want to go over right now, step by step, why people are coming over, how you can keep your brand. That's usually one of the biggest things that people talk about is, I don't want to give up my brand. I have to rebrand everything. You do not. I'm going to talk about the only thing that you have to do with your brand. You can come over the same as you are. So we're going to break down each one of those topics. I'm going to try to keep it as quick as I can, but I want you informed. And what I would tell you is, if you're at least the smallest bit interested in learning more, go ahead and just click that link below, book a one-on-one call with me. I can put you in front of Connor Steinbrook, Mike Sherrard, other top leaders. I can put you in front of the executive team. They can take your numbers and show you exactly what your business would look like here, how they can transfer you. We have all the support you will ever need to make that business decision, how to get your agents over, how to explain it to them, and make this a seamless process. So if that's remotely interests you, go ahead and just click that link now to book a call. You won't regret it. It's not a pushy sales call. I love to get facts and totally go away from emotion. So let's dive in. All right, so one of the first reasons team leaders and broker owners are bringing their brands over to eXp and partnering with us is because of the reason they got in. So not everybody's wanting to do this, but the people that got into the business to not only have a business for themselves, but to empower agents in ways they weren't empowered in the business, to teach them things that nobody taught them that they had to learn on their own. Those are the people that do really well here at eXp. They align with our culture and our values. So if you truly want to see your own agents have their own business while helping your business, kind of that win-win situation, this is definitely the place for you. If you don't care about your agents and you want to pigeonhole them to where they can't grow, which is the main reason they're going to leave, then this opportunity is probably not for you. But if you really want to help your agents have their own business while partnered with your business so they stick around and you don't have to worry about offering the newest thing, because eXp, especially with our value stack, you already have all of that. So if that's you, you're definitely in the right place, and keep watching. So another reason that so many independent brokerages and teams are coming, we have over 60 inquiries already this year just with trying to come over. And on top of that, we're having at least like one brokerage on average a month, and even more teams come over to eXp inside the wolf pack. And here's why. Because when you partner with us and you bring your brand over here, it helps amplify the pros of being a broker or team leader and helps eliminate a lot of the cons. And so what are the pros? The pros are that you're your own business, you're your own boss, you have freedom, you have that time freedom, that money freedom, and you are in control of what you're doing. You're able to help agents and build a solid business and actually have something to leave behind to your family and something to have an extra strategy for, because if agents are constantly making deals, guess what? You're able to take time off and step back. But the cons of having a broker or a team, a brokerage or a team, is that you can't really ever take time off because they need you, because you're the broker, unless you hire a managing broker to help you with the day-to-day responsibilities, but then you're giving up more money and you got to make sure those people and that staff are paid. So you have a lot more responsibilities. You have a lot more liabilities too. So you're liable for everything your agents do. If paperwork is filled out wrong, they are not in compliance, that all falls on you. You have to come up with brokerage operation manuals and all of those things, come up with consistent training, making sure that their licenses are up to date. So there's a lot more financial risk and liabilities on top of you, on top of all the expenses. You got to keep up with the latest CRMs, and those can be expensive. Do they have websites? Do they have marketing materials? You know, what are you providing them? Are you generating leads? Are you spending a ton on marketing, lead generation every month? So that kind of financial responsibility kind of overwhelms you, and it's just sometimes not worth it in the end. And so you have brokerages that are coming over because there's more pros than cons than doing it on your own. So the pros to coming over is that eXp will have their staff take over those day-to-day operations. You know, I can speak here for Texas. Here in Texas, we have around 10 to 12 brokers at any given time that we can go to. We can go into eXp World and get help within usually 5-10 minutes. Literally yesterday was probably the longest time I had to wait. And I think I was in there maybe 15 minutes max. Didn't even have to leave my office, went into the World, spoke face-to-face with somebody, and got the help I needed. And literally my question was answered in 3 minutes, and I was still able to work while I was waiting for them. So the fact that you get this support level broker wise, that takes all that responsibility off you. Now eXp is liable for the agents. You're able to focus on your business and train them and help them and teach them what your knowledge and experience is, and grow your business. Look for more agents because now you have more time to work with them. And then eXp is taking all over the workload because we have 900 employees in the cloud. So if your agents need help with tech, accounting, a broker question, they're going to have all the support they need. They can go to the appropriate department and get help super quickly. So that takes off the kind of stress and workload on your part as well. So you can take a step back and focus on what you're good at. Another reason is because there's no boundaries. So when you open your brokerage or your team, you're kind of bound to that area, or probably max state level or whatever state you have licenses in and that can manage. And so you still have this boundary that's holding you in. With eXp, because we are an independent global brokerage, we're the fastest growing brokerage in the world, and we're the largest independently owned brokerage in the world. And so because of that, wherever an eXp location is, you can partner with them. So all of the 50 states in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, we have Spain, Greece, all of these countries that we've opened up in. Not only can you partner with them and have them come into your rev share and sponsor those agents and get a referral fee for every time they do business until they cap, and your agents can bring in agents as well and grow and make that money as well while you still make money. On top of that, you have a large referral network globally. I've had agents where in Toronto, somebody was selling their house and then they were moving to Portugal. So they referred it to an agent in Portugal and were able to get that referral. And the eXp referral program too is amazing, because now they make it so simple to refer people. You just go in, the contract's there, you fill it out, you send it in DocuSign, or I think that's what they use, DocuSign. It sends it to the agent. Once the agent signs it, then it reveals the client's information, and you can track all of your referrals in an easy location, so you're not having to worry about a bunch of different paperwork. And then it's just easy as that, and you can refer out and be paid and keep business going as well and not have to lose that. And then on top of that, your agents can do the same thing. They have My Link, My Lead coming out. So anybody that uses your link to go to eXp Realty's website, now you can get that referral fee once that launches. So it's just amazing. So if they look at a property, hook up with one of the eXp's real estate agents globally, you're able to get that referral fee as well. So many different things are coming out. There's no boundaries here. You can partner with anybody. You can refer business out to anybody. If you have agents that are thinking about quitting, or they get a lot of leads, but they don't have time to do deals, they can literally just park their license at eXp and do the referral division, and their monthly brokerage fee is reduced, and they can just be there and they don't have to do anything else. They don't have to be a part of their local realtor board, nothing. So there's so many benefits of being here that it just removes all of those restrictions and amplifies the pros of being an owner and a business. And eXp gives agents an exit strategy. So not only can you participate right away in equity ownership, so the moment that you do your first deal every year, you get 200 in stock. If an agent you sponsor direct to you does their first deal ever, you get $400. If an agent they sponsor gets a deal, that agent gets $400 in stock. When they do their first deal, they get 200. If you or any of your agents cap, you independently get $400 in stock. So you're instantly becoming owners in the company and having that ownership, which is what keeps people here, especially your top producers. They're not going to look to go anywhere else because you have everything they ever are going to need. And once they start getting ownership in the company and they have that stock and some of that hasn't maybe vested yet, that's what's going to retain them. That's what's going to help your retention stay up. So all the benefits, we have great split. Everybody's on the same split. You don't have to worry about, you have to favor top producers over new agents. Everybody's on that 80-20 split. And then on top of that, there's a $16,000 cap. And then your top producers, if they cap at $16,000 and then they go on to do another 20 deals, then guess what? They can be an icon agent and get their entire cap back. They can qualify to get it back, all $16,000 in the form of company stock. Plus your agents can take 5% of their commission and buy company stock at a 10% discount. So there's so many different ways to make money here that you're building a better business, not only for yourself, but for your agents. And that's exactly why you built your brokerage, if you're honest with yourself, was to help people. And if that's the truth, then this is where you need to bring your team. This is where you need to bring your brokerage. All right, another reason that team and brokerages are coming over to eXp is because of the Thrive and Boost program that they launched last year. So I'm going to break those down individually. Thrive is for real estate teams that qualify for that extra incentive. And the same thing, Boost is for brokerages that are wanting to come over, and there's incentives for those. So you have to qualify for those. It doesn't leave you out. If you don't meet those qualifications, there's still plenty of amazing benefits that you can get access to. But if you qualify for these, you can get extra incentives for these programs. So you're going to see me read my screen because I want to make sure I get all the information for that. So let's start with Thrive. Thrive is basically for team leaders that are looking to come over to eXp, and they're going to get some financial incentives. So one of the incentives is an equity incentive. They're going to take the last 12 months of your production prior to joining eXp, and they are going to award you equity incentives based on those those production numbers, and that stock would vest within 3 years as well. And so they look at it, they would have paid that out to you anyways if you were with eXp. So it's a way that they can help you while you're transitioning, give you some financial incentives there. On top of that, you're going to get amazing support training for your team on why they should come over. If you don't have to worry about, convincing your team that, hey, we're moving to this brokerage, are you coming with me or not? We will have people there that are going to be able to answer their questions and show the amazing support and tools they get. Your team will get help with onboarding, make sure they get plugged into all the tools and everything they need. They're going to get an amazing support staff. Not only do they get access to all their brokers, then you immediately are alleviating that stress, but they're also going to get access to 900 employees in the cloud. So if they need tech support, accounting support, broker support, whatever it is, they can go into the cloud and get that support as well. And there's so many other benefits besides the amazing rev share model where they can grow a real business. And on top of that, the amazing compensation plan that we have here at eXp, where you can build not only your commissions, but passive streams of income. And each deal, there's always so much more money to make with things like Utility Connect and all of those things. So it's an amazing benefit for your team. So to qualify for Thrive, you must have a team of at least 10 agents or more, and you have to have done a minimum $40 million in sales volume in your originating country over the previous 12 fiscal period month. So to qualify for Thrive, obviously you must be culturally aligned and committed to adhering to eXp Realty's model. You must be invested in your team's growth at eXp Realty, participate in the revenue share program, and you must agree to the incentive and retention timelines at eXp. So let's move on to brokers. So you guys get to participate in the Boost program. This is basically to help attract culturally aligned independent teams and brokerages as well. So this is for brokers. If you are, actually this is for teams as well that have a larger team. So teams and brokerages that are culturally aligned, that have more than 50 agents and a minimum of 100 million in sales volume in their originating country over a 12-month fiscal period can qualify for the Boost program, or the Boost program, with extra financial incentives and equity incentives as well. So as a part of this program, again, 50 agents, 100 million in sales volume. And then, like I said before, you cannot be affiliated with any non-independent franchises. You must be culturally aligned with and committed to adhering to the eXp Realty model, must be invested in their continued growth with eXp Realty, must participate in the eXp Realty revenue share and agent equity program, and must agree to the incentive and retention terms and timelines. So this is basically to help these larger teams and brokers as they're moving over, especially in this downturn of a market, that you are financially incentivized to come over and you can keep things going. So those incentives vary from teams and brokers and their size. But if you are doing those numbers, it's worth it to book a call. Use that link below, and let me put you in front of those the people in charge of that. They can run your numbers for you. They can go over the incentives for you and answer any questions you have, and to show you all the amazing benefits. And then we can go over all the amazing benefits you're going to get with us as well. It's a win-win situation. From the first day of being here at eXp, not only going to get 80 plus hours of live training and all the support and software and tech that they have, you're going to get the amazing courses and resources from Connor Steinbrook, Mike Sherrard, Tharmila Rajasingam, and all of my web design, SEO, lead generation, automations, everything that you need to have a killer brand. And you're basically getting a marketing expert of 17 plus years of experience that can do custom marketing plans, not only for your business, but for all of your agents as well. So this is an incentive that you're not going to get anywhere else. So if you're interested, go ahead and book that call below. And again, if you don't meet these qualifications, that's okay. You can still get access to all the resources and eXp resources that they have just without that extra financial incentive. And we'll do everything we can help you to hit the ground running. All right, so as I'm wrapping up this video, I know it's long and there's so much more information I could give you. That's why I would love for you to book a call with me. Even if it just piques your interest, if you tell me no, guess what? That's okay. That's your decision. I'm a big boy, I can handle it, but I love to give all the facts and information and answer questions, especially if there's doubts in your mind. You're probably just not understanding something correctly. And I would love to explain it, especially there's so much misinformation about eXp out there because most people don't take the time like myself to learn the business model and keep up with everything that's happening as well. So if you are interested, just go ahead and book that call. But the last thing I want to talk about is all of the amazing resources that you're going to get by plugging into eXp, by plugging into the Wolfpack, and by plugging into my group as well. So by choosing me as a sponsor, not only do you get access to all of eXp stuff, which if you're a broker owner, you can tell, like if you had to pay for kvCORE or Lofty, all of those are super expensive, especially if you're adding agents who might not be doing anything or new agents. It's just a lot of money that gets wasted and you have to pay for all those licensing and making sure everything's up to date and compliant. You no longer have to do that. So when you come over to eXp, not only do you, but your team and your agents will get access to kvCORE, which is one of the top real estate marketing platforms out there. You know, I know everybody is maybe not their favorite, but it's an amazing thing. I have real estate marketing clients that I build websites for that are not with eXp, and they're paying over $600 a month for this platform. So the fact that your team will get this for a low brokerage fee of $85 a month is unheard of. And that's the only thing they have to pay. So when they come, a part of their brokerage fee, they get 80 plus hours of live training a week that they can attend to. It's optional. They can find things that work for them. It's taught by top producers, not somebody that hasn't done a deal in 10, 15 years that needs to make money, by people that are actually out there doing it now, sharing what they're doing, having this collaborative environment. And then on top of that, they have their actual broker training that they do once a week usually. And then on top of that, there's all kinds of videos. There's eXp University, there's eXp Workplace. You have a transaction software called SkySlope. They'll go upload all of their documents in there, and that's where they get signed off on. They're not chasing somebody for a broker signature. And more importantly, they're not bugging you to make sure everything is filled out correctly as well. And plus, especially if they're not in the States, because now you can expand and attract outside of your area, you don't have to worry about that. You can send them to the appropriate department to help them, and they'll get that attention that they need. So not only do you get all those amazing resources with eXp, and there's many more, you also get all of the resources with the Wolfpack. So you get all of Connor Steinbrook's real estate marketing training, his mastermind calls on leadership and growing a stronger, bigger team like he has. And then on top of that, they do a lot of mindset stuff. And then Mike has his calls on Tuesday, which he just rebranded to Production Tuesday. So these are each, sometimes 2 to 4 weeks. It'll be a specific topic and a specific skill set that they're going to dive deep into. So it's almost like mini courses every month on how to do production. And he's bringing in top people in our group that's out there doing it, sharing exactly what they're doing and how your team can plug in as well. We also have check-in calls on Monday and Wednesday with Tharmila and myself. So you can come in, just ask any question you need to and all of that. We're going to be having mini boot camps coming out soon where we're going to be training on a specific thing like Google Business Profile, organic lead generation, social media, where we're going to do an intense workshops training, and they can plug into those as a part of our deal as well. You also get Tharmila's kvCORE course. It's also how to set up your kvCORE, your IDX website, but how to properly use it and how to get more leads and actually nurture those leads into clients. And she is amazing, especially with her marketing experience of over 13 years as well. And then on top of that, you get my entire value stack, which I think I have the best value stack of all of that eXp, because not only do I have everybody what they do well with social media, real estate, marketing, kvCORE, real estate investing. You have a full circle marketing, especially with Mike Sherrard's Social Agent Academy, going over all those social media platforms. You get social media content done for you with me. So I show you exactly strategies that you can tailor into a blog post, a YouTube video, Facebook, Instagram post, a TikTok video, one strategy, how you can easily do that as well. We have scripts for YouTube. On top of that as well. And then we have a Google Business Profile course. I can show you how your agents can get leads as little as 2 months in a busy market if they're posting consistently to their Google Business Profile, because nobody does it correctly. And so they can work that and get that course. On top of that, we have SEO courses. I have real estate websites and sales funnels they can plug into. If they're interested in agent attraction and growing a team like yourself, I have CRMs that they get to access for free, social media scheduling tools for free. They also get access to my agent attraction course and everything they need to have a funnel and be able to attract people on autopilot. We'll help them with the agent calls as well, like the one that you're about to go book right after you watch this video. So you get all these amazing resources, over 7 masterminds a week that you can plug into. And we're always inventing new stuff for you guys, depending on what the market's doing. You're not going to get that anywhere else, especially for free. So if you want to give all of those resources to your team and your agents to empower them, give them a brokerage model where they have a true exit strategy, and for yourself as well, because of the rev share program that they can partake in. And on top of that, if you didn't know this about rev share, if you or whoever has their rev share, they were to pass away, they can actually leave it to a spouse, their kids, and the only thing they have to do is get their license in any state or market within 18 months, and then they can start accepting those rev share checks. So what other brokerage is doing this? It's unbelievable. If you have any questions, drop those down in the comments below. If you really have any questions, you need to schedule that call with me with a link below. Again, I'll put you in front of anybody that you need to be able to get the answers and a clear picture of what you're doing, so you can have a smooth transition over here to eXp Realty for your team or your brokerage. You can keep your branding. One thing we didn't talk about with branding, you can keep your branding. You just need to add brokered by eXp. You don't have to follow their color schemes for your brand. You can have your own brand, because eXp believes in the power of personal branding. So go ahead and book that call. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. You can email me, you can book a call, whatever you need to get those questions answered. And again, if you want to keep seeing content like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.